Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have this Samsung S850. So basically this is a point and shoot CCD camera and all. So it's just actually a very simple build camera that uses SD card and also it uses AA battery. So for the AA battery, I recommend that you get the rechargeable ones as it's very long lasting. So for this SD card, use any SD card that is below 32 GB should be fine. So over here, this is the on off button, the mode selector button, and this is the shutter button. So to on, you just press this button on, there'll be a blue light and the lens will pop up. So this is where you can, take up, like, see this is a screen here, you can just see around. Then this is the mode selector. So we have program mode, auto mode, video mode, scenery mode, and this is the anti-handshake mode, manual mode, shutter priority, aperture priority, and program. So for those people who are new to CCD cameras, I recommend that you go through program mode, because program mode will give you full access to the camera settings where you can play around like force flash, you can change your white balancing, everything all easily, compared to auto mode. So over here, this is where you can see this is the screen. Top left is to tell you that right now in program mode, the battery strength. This bar here is to indicate the zoom. So for the camera zoom wise is right here. If you push up, it to zoom in. So you can see this red color thing. It means that the zoom is, you increase the zoom to up to 5 times zoom, slightly back up. So to zoom in, you just push up to T. To zoom back up, to zoom back, you press to W. So you can see the red color acts as an indicator of what is your percentage of zoom. Then top right here, 49 here means how many shots you have left. You got 49 shots. Right here is a 8 megapixel, so it's like the video quality, the picture quality is 8 MP now. This to show that it's like fine image. Then is the image quality. Then this is the white balancing as cloud mode, and this is the exposure compensation. Left is show there's an SD card. Then over here, this squarish thing here is to indicate there's a light metering, that is multi-light metering. Yep, so this is where you move about. This is where you got even like recording as well. So you press here, you can do like voice recording mode, everything. So you just press this button here. It's for like voice recording, everything. So this camera can be used like a voice recorder. How cool is that? Then bottom button here is for macro mode, so you can adjust it around. This is for like the manual focus, everything. You got macro, you got zoom macro. Then you got those like manual focus where you can adjust around by moving left and right. Here is to indicate like what is the distance of object you want it to be focused at. So right here, if you press this button here, this is where you can adjust the color tone, like black and white, sepia, bluish, reddish, green. These are all the filters you can play around with. Then this is the highlight, like it just tell you like where you can position your people, your friends, everything. So yep, this is the composite, like you can take one shot on the left, right. Then this is you can do triple shots. Then you can do like 4 pictures into one. You can do like double up, depending on what you like. Then over here, this is a photo frame. You got photo frame 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can have like something like this. Then you can do something like an image like this. How cool is that? This is like back then, before like those Photoshop and all. They have this type of filter function. It's all under these settings here. If you press these settings here, this is where you can adjust the color tone. Like you press these settings here, so you can adjust the RGB, like whether you want more reddish or you want more greenish, everything. So if you see this yellow button here, this is back again. If to move around to change the color, like red, green or blue, you have to move around the button right here. So you can see that on top of this ring here, there's actually like some numbers, but it's not very clear seen. So if your screen rectangular is yellowish, light it up, it means that you can adjust this specific color itself, like blue and all. So depending on what you want, you just press OK. Then you're in the RGB mode. Then if you want to jump to other mode, you just move up and down, left and right. So now it's the ISO mode. This is the white balancing, got the sun, everything. I recommend for auto white balancing. This exposure compensation, whether you want to overexpose or underexpose object. So yep. Then if you press the center button here, this is where you can adjust like the setup for the camera, the file information, the sharpness, everything, whether it's soft, vivid, the shooting mode, whether you're single or continuous, autofocus. Then there's a light metering, quality, whether you're super fine, fine or normal. Then this is the image size, because this is an 8 megapixels camera, so you can just adjust it around depending on the size you want. Then this is a setup where you can adjust the date, the time, everything. So that is 29th of May 2025. Yep. So then for the flash, everything. For the flash settings, you just have to press the left button here. So this is where you can adjust the flash, auto flash, red eye reduction, force flash, slow flash synchro, and no flash. So to take a photo is simple. You just like press this button. If you see the green color rectangle like this, it means that the object is in focus. Then if you see this reddish thing, the flash is like reddish, it means that is the flash is ready to fire. So if I shoot again, flash, green color, it means it's trying to store it into the memory card. And if you see just now this thing, the thing here blinks, it means that the flash is charging. I'll show you again. Yep. This red color, if it blinks red, it means that the flash is charging up. So over here, if you go for auto mode, you don't get to see much of the display up around here, because auto mode is like basically the camera does everything up for you. It's like automatic. For the flash setting, is either red eye reduction or no flash. So yep, it's all auto flash. And then if you go back to the normal settings and all, even those like color, you only can adjust one color only. But if you go up to the other settings, not much things you can adjust around in the auto mode. So if you want more things to adjust around, you have to go to program mode, so where you can play around with the exposure compensation, white balancing, everything. So yep, it's all around here. So if you go to aperture priority, is where you can adjust the aperture. So to adjust the aperture, just press this button here. If you see this is in orange, you just press the up and down button here to either reduce the aperture size or increase it up. Maximum aperture is 2.8, lowest is 7.4 for this case. So if you go to shutter priority, in shutter priority, if you press this mode here, this is where you can adjust around. Press this button here, they move left and right. If you move down left, is to make it the shutter super fast. You go down to the right, you make the compensation longer. 15, so you have a maximum of 15 seconds exposure, yep, for this camera itself. Then we have manual mode. So in manual mode, you're gonna jump around settings like aperture. You press this button here, you move up and down, is for the aperture. If you move left and right, it's to change the shutter speed. So once you like all these settings ready, you just press the center button here to set it up. That's all. So that's all for today's video. But before that, I forgot, you have to press the bottom left here. This is for you to play back the photos, everything you can see around here. Then you move left and right to move around the photos. And you press center here, this is where you can adjust around, or you can just, you know, delete it up, everything. It's all through here. So that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching this walkthrough series for this Samsung S850. I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down on what you want to see in the next coming videos. I'll try my best to do it for you, and I see you again soon. Bye.